Hello everyone. Welcome to the Virtual Audiences Masterclass week. So happy to see all of you welcoming, guys. So this is our last session. Congratulations everyone. This is our final session. We've made it. Congratulations everyone, because it was a week of full exercise, full hands-on, working together, building your virtual experience, one that really stands out. So congratulations to all of you. And today I am super excited because I'm going to share something in this session that I know you've all been waiting for. You're going to learn how to present with both portrait and landscape in the same slideshow, in the same session, without doing anything. And we're also going to have our live-only opening of Inside the Show, early bird opening of Inside the Show. And we're going to have exclusive bonuses and an exclusive condition for you guys that are live. So if you've been asking yourself, when can you join the program? This is today, with other super special condition and bonuses that we will not have after this live session. This is my way of saying thank you for you all for being here today live with us. So you will see how special are the things that we are putting together for you guys in this live session. So I'm really happy to be here with you guys. So congratulations everyone for making it this week and making it today for this live session, because it's been an incredible week working together. And we've actually opened resources from the Inside the Show program, exclusive materials that we created especially for these events as well. And I've seen so many of you getting a ton of value of it, and I really appreciate it. You guys have done an amazing work. And we collaborated a lot in the community. You guys chatted with the support, you asked for help, you have done your homework, and it's brilliant what you have put together in just a few days in the community. And if we just look at what you guys did in just a few days, it's really outstanding. Would you imagine that you would be able to do that so quickly? Like, let's take a look here together. Look at all the videos that you guys have done. We have hundreds of videos of you guys putting together these exercise that we gave for you guys to bring up, elevate your production. And it's an infinite list, guys. This is all of you that have put together these in just a few days. This is incredible. And to celebrate, I want to play the clip that we've made just for the edition with the videos that you guys have sent us. And we want to play it again in this session to celebrate what you guys did this week.
Tribute to success. Mankind. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. I am so happy to see you here.
So excited to get started. It's great to see all of these people over here.
Today, we are going to be talking about all things Mindset Jedi Ninja.
Welcome back, my ideas Padawans. Becoming masters you are.
And now bring the audience. Ta-da! This is my fake audience and my fellow friends. Here's my dog.
Thanks for being here, and I look forward to having this special time with all of you.
I love that we have so many people here tonight.
Isabella, William, Andrew.
Alexis, Amelia's here as well. And let's give us a wave.
Everyone, I am just so excited that you are here.
Say hi.
Got some really exciting stuff for you.
Raise your hand if you are ready to speak up.
Fantastic.
Come with a sense of curiosity and fun today.
This month, our topic will be...
So I'm going to take you through this old presentation.
Thank you so much for joining me on this short voyage today.
Today's going to be a very powerful session.
Let's turn that energy into action.
Awesome. This looks like we're good to go.
And see you next time.
I can see there's a scene called surprise here. That makes me curious.
Who is curious for today's unlock of the surprise scene? It's going to be today. We are going to unlock for you the surprise scene. And it's truly inspiring, guys, knowing that everyone who has been through this week now sees the online stage as a completely different way. So I really want to thank every one of you who put the time this week showing up and watching the replays and doing the homework. You guys did an amazing job. You are the ones that made this masterclass happen. And also want to thank the ITS team working so much behind the scenes, dedicated to make this whole week possible and give you the masterclass experience that is truly memorable. And we've seen in the last masterclass the method that we use on Inside the Show to put together your own workflow to create flow in your sessions, to allow you to conduct an experience while being connected with the audience. And we've seen how to create flow using the 15 keys Stream Deck, which is the one that I recommend, not the scissor keys, the one with classic keys. That's exactly the one that I recommend for you guys if you want to buy a Stream Deck. Otherwise, you can use your phone like we covered on the last session. And I know that a lot of you have already bought the Stream Deck. In fact, I'm curious, how many of you who have bought a Stream Deck because of this masterclass? Type me in the chat. I'm just curious to see how many of you have made the jump. And by the way, again, it's not required. All of we can do also with the mobile. So we can get started with the mobile. You can get to practice and understand the value that it is to have such a tool in your background. Awesome. A lot of people have done it. Okay. So, and I know that you guys are excited and waiting for the opening of the Inside the Show. This is happening today, okay? So, as I told you, Inside the Show will be opening tomorrow officially, like I announced it in the community. And we only open Inside the Show 2 to 3 times a year. And this year, this is the second time that we open. We don't know if we are going to open again this year. And we have a very few spots that tend to fill up really quickly. In the last opening, we had about 150 spots available. And in this opening, we are only opening 80 spots. And we want to keep this round small, and you will understand exactly why in a little later in this session. And we've prepared a very special live-only early bird offer for you who've been on this journey with us and are here live with us for the 4th time this week. So we've designed something very special, a very special offer exclusive for you guys. So today, I'll give you all the details about joining the program. I'll answer your questions. I'll share everything you need to know about the program so you can make the best decision for yourself. Now, let's dive into what you guys have been asking me about a lot. Every single presentation I do, people ask, how do you present your slides like that? For a long time, that was something I kept for my own use because, like I told you guys in the last session, every new resource we create goes through a process. We try, we test it, we refine it. We actually got a group of people, ITS members, who are super tech savvy, who jump in as beta testers. And only after it's been fully tested on both Mac and Windows setups, then we'll release it to our members. So this resource that's already in the hands of the Inside the Show program, I have never though opened it to the outside world until today. You already have a cool slide scene in your masterclass and collection. And there is another one that you might be asking yourself what it does, how it works, because it's a scene that is called surprise. It's the surprise scene. So we've got a surprise scene right here. That's our secret, waiting to be revealed. And now is the time. Okay. You guys are excited. Are you guys ready? So let's do this. So first of all, tell me in the chat what you guys think this surprise scene is. Type in the chat what you think the surprise scene is. Vertical slide, reactive slide, portrait slide, slides, overlays, has to be responsive slides, slideshow, reorientation of slides. Yeah, you guys are all getting it right. Mix of slides and portraits in the same screen. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you guys got it pretty much. That's what it's gonna be. That's gonna unlock a new way of presenting for you. And let me show you right here. So just a recap with what we did. We have this is what we did last week, last session, not week. We have the button to bring up our slides, and our slides are horizontal slides. And as you have seen, I rarely use a horizontal slide. I prefer to use actually the portrait slides because I get to have more screen space, and I get to have people connecting with me more than my slides. And if you notice, I barely use slides. On the first masterclass, I used 3 slides, at least that you have seen. I have a technique that I shared on the prompter video that we released on Resource Vault, where you will see that we have more slides with notes, but no one gets to see it. But the audience got to see on the first masterclass just 3 slides. And I highly recommend, like, if you guys can prepare your presentation to use portrait slides, it's going to be very interesting and much more engaging because people are going to still be connected with you. At the same time, there will be times where we want to use a landscape slide to show more information and for anything that you need. So there will be times that you will need a horizontal. The best scenario is having both. Why not? This is something that people have asked me for years. And I always refuse it because the only answer that I had for that was running 2 slideshow applications. And that's really compromising for the flow. Running 2 slideshow applications is crazy. It's something that I cannot accept. And then after a lot of experiments, we've come up with a solution that I'm sharing with you today. That's going to be make it possible and make it feasible. And you are going to be able to actually implement and have the flow doing it. So let me show you first how you're going to unlock your scene. So this is what's going to happen. After this session, I'm going to send you a special link for everyone. This is going to go for everyone. And in this link, you will find something like this, a big red button written Reveal Surprise. What it does, I don't know, but we can, let's do this. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to minimize it. Okay, so we can see both OBS and we can see the Reveal Surprise button. And I'm going to click on this button and look at what's going to happen. There you go. The surprise scene is surprise no longer. It's now the slides portrait scene, just like magic. So I'm going to send you all this link for you guys at the end of the session. This is going to unlock your scene collection. This is going to give you the portrait slide that you can seamlessly use with the landscape slide, just like that. Look at that. Look at how cool is that. So this is going to like really elevate your sessions because now you have everything. You have the audience, you have the pre-show, you have 2 different ways to deliver your content like no one else has seen. I promise you that because only us on Inside the Show are doing it, now you. So I'm really excited to put that in your hands. And here's what you need to understand. These cannot come in overflow, okay? This is cool, this is nice, this enhances your content, but it can't cost your flow. So I'm gonna show you how you can actually use these slides with flow. First thing that you need to understand is the kind of slides that you need to do. So note that you are gonna make, so let me actually exit this presentation and the presentation that you run, I'm running it on, so let me leave that scene. Okay, I'm running it on Keynote, but it doesn't really matter. It could be any slideshow application like you guys have seen in this masterclass. The important thing for you to use the slide orientation, the different slide orientations, is having all content designed for 1080p. So for example, this is a slide that has, it could be a horizontal slide, but all the content is here in the middle. So you can display it shorter. So if I duplicate this slide, for example, and I delete these other slides and maybe make this text a little bit smaller, let's make it 80. Okay. And I'm gonna copy and paste. Okay, that's fine. So I made a version of this slide. Actually, why not we put all the files in here and let's just make them small. So this is a version. This is going to be a version of the slide that is made for the portrait slide. So you just want to put content in the middle like that. But if we rotate it that way, it's going to be better. Yeah, awesome. So we've got our portrait slide, content in the center. We've got our horizontal slide, content in the, taking the full space, using the full space right here. So how do we transition between them on OBS? We already know how to transition them like in one orientation. Like I'm running the application now, like I showed you on the step-by-step guide. If I go to my slide scene, I'm going to have to just reconnect my slides every time that I change from presenting to not presenting. I have to reconnect my slides on the slide padlock scene. So now if I go to my slide scene, I've got my slides and I can click on my button right here. Let me bring up so I have a button to pass to the next slide. I can click on my button and this is gonna change the slide. But what if I wanna go to a portrait slide? Because if we actually are in the portrait scene and now we pass slides, some slides are gonna be okay, other slides are gonna be like, no, not okay at all. And you don't want that to happen to you. You don't want your slides to appear like that, okay? You want it to look right every single time. So how do you do it with Flow? I've been thinking a lot about this and I thought, so the first thing that I thought was having a button, like we have the slide button and having another button for the portrait. And before we show the slide, we hide the slide, we go to the next slide, and then we click on the orientation that we want. But that's too many steps. Like you just want to go to the next slide, and now you have to think about what orientation you are going to click and make sure that things are clicked incorrectly in the correct order for you to actually have something nice showing up to the audience and not something corrupt. And that's a lot of work. So what I'm going to show you here is the technique, the ultimate technique for you to control it with your Stream Deck using just one button, okay? So let's start by, before thinking about how we are going to transition between the slides, let's just think about how we are actually bringing the portrait slide to the screen. Because right now we have a button that can bring the horizontal slides, but there's no button to bring the portrait slide. So let's create one right here. I'm going to go to the Stream Deck and I'm going to type a source by hash, source visibility. Then I'm going to select, sorry, not source visibility. I want a scene. I want scene. And the scene is going to be landscape portrait. And then I'm going to hit the space bar so it goes away the text. And I'm going to use the icon library that you guys unlocked in the last session. And we do have an icon right here. Look at that. We have two icons already. We have one for landscape slides. We will have one icon for portrait slides. So I'm going to use the portrait slide icon. There you go. So we have the two buttons. So now, if I want to, I can press this button to bring the horizontal. I can press this button to bring to the other one. So if I do have my presentation like that, like I'm going to put my presentation right here on the bottom. So I know that this is a slide that is landscape. So I'm going to press the landscape button. And now I'm going to go to the next slide. By the way, we can have this little auto window here that tells what the next slide is going to be. So I can see the current slide and I can see the next slide. So the next slide, I'm seeing that it's a vertical slide. So right now, what it would take me is I would have to go to the next slide, and then I would have to press portrait slide. And I don't want 2 clicks. That's the thing. I want 1 click. That's what we want. We want flow. So how can we achieve that? Is the trick. Because if we didn't do that, look at that. What happens if I want to go to the next slide now? The next slide is landscape. If I just go to the next slide, it's going to look like that. Look, it's not good. So let me go back. We need to hide. We need to go to the next slide. And then we need to come with the slide portraits. And that's, again, 3 clicks. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. This is going to compromise the flow a lot. That's why I never shared this, because I haven't figured out until recently how to solve this problem. So here's the solution. Here is a simple solution for that. And you guys are gonna love it. So the solution for that lies all on how you set up your Stream Deck. We already have set up, learned the method that we use, the don't look down method. And we have our mute me button here, mute audience here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring the mute me button to the other corner because I want to copy this slide button here. Look at that. I want to copy the slide button, so I have 2 slide buttons. This is going to be a slide button for portrait. This is going to be a slide button for landscape. So here's how it works. Let's go in here. So this is so here we have set up a key logic action. So we can't use a key logic action with this. So we're actually going to have to create a multi-action. So I'm going to do it from scratch. I'm going to do a multi-action. What it's going to do? It's going to do 2 things. It's going to go to the next slide, and it's going to change the scene. Change the scene first. Let me change the scene first. Change the scene. It's going to change the scene to the portrait. So this is going to be our slide portrait. So I'm going to type portrait, and I'm going to add the little icon. Cool. I'm going to create a multi-action right here. I'm going to do the same thing. We have the scene. This time it's going to be the landscape. And then you are going to have the Keynote or whatever application you're using button to go to the next slide. This is not it. Next slide. Next slide. There you go. So first go to the scene landscape and then next slide. So I'm going to call it landscape. And let's add the icon with our icon library. There you go. Okay. So now let's try again and see how it looks. So let me bring up, okay. So here's what it looks. We have a button on the top. It is a button for portrait. And on the bottom is a button for landscape. So the next slide is right here on the right. It's a portrait slide. So if I press the portrait button, there you go, it's going to go portrait. Now the presentation has ended. So actually let me just go back and start it again. Let me actually duplicate this slide because this presentation is too short for this demo. I need a longer presentation. Okay, cool. So let me reconnect the slides. Perfect. And here are my slides, my current slides, and here got my next slide. So the next slide is a portrait slide. I'm going to press the portrait button. The next slide is a landscape slide. Now I'm going to press the landscape button. And look at that, guys, with just one button, we can navigate through slide. Next slide, portrait. I press the portrait slide. And there we go, beautifully transitioning between everything. So landscape slide, there you go. Now portrait slide, just press the right button. And look at that, beautiful. There you go. now you have a way to transition between landscape and portrait and change the way that you present your content in another way. Awesome. I'm seeing a lot of nice comments here. That's so awesome. That's super cool. Nice. That's legit. Look at that. Yeah. And it's simple, right? It took me years to figure out the simple solution, but I'm so glad that I did, and I'm happy that we're here and I'm able to share with you guys. Now, again, you're going to have access to these the key to unlock your slides after the session. I'm going to actually send you guys the big button to review. I'm going to send you guys to everyone after the session. So you are going to be able to implement, and if you need to watch the replay, we are going to have the replay for at least 12 hours available for you guys to see it again and see it in action. Now, I want to do a couple things actually, because there is something that can be better here, and I don't quite like, is that we have our library is super good. It's super good, and it has a ton of icons, but it will never have every single icon that we need. So what if we need a different icon? I'm going to show you a resource that we have on Inside the Show, and this is one of the many resources that we have for Inside the Show members. So this is, let me show you the inside area of the Inside the Show, and I'm going to go to the icon generator. And this, my friends, is a simple icon generator that you can type anything you want, and you have access to a 8 million icons library. I'm not kidding, 8 million icons library. So we can actually put this to test right now. Let's do the mute button, because we have 2 mute buttons, but they are almost the same icon. I want to make it different. So I'm going to put mute here, and we are going to find a mute button that I like. Let me see. We can quickly scroll through. I think I'm going to go for the classic one, but I'm going to make it red. So I know that this is my button, my mute button. So I'm going to download it, and then I just go to the Stream Deck, and I can instantly customize with my new button. Now I can delete the text, and let's put this other one. Maybe this other one, I'm going to keep it. Oh, that's a good one, because this other one is for muting the audience, everyone in the audience but yourself. And this is very clear, like it stop the noise going on. You don't know what it is. So that's the icon I'm going to go for. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to add the icon. I can remove the text, because now my icon speaks for itself, because this is what we want with Flow. And look at that. It's already looking pretty nice. I wonder if we can do something with portrait and landscape. I don't know. Let's try portrait. Let's see if something interesting will come up. That will be probably a difficult one. But maybe if I put arrow right. Let me see if I can find something. I don't know if I'm gonna get a good icon for this one, because it's almost the same thing, right? I'm gonna type next. Yeah, because both actions are like next, right? So it's difficult to, although it's 8 million icons, find something that would be like next landscape slide, next portrait slide. So I will keep these. I will actually keep these icons. I customize these other ones. I have portrait and landscape. Now, the fact that we have a one-click action to be able to navigate to the slide we want is fantastic. This is already something amazing. It's going to give, and it's already a flow. Before that, we need to click 2 or 3 times in the right order. That was a no-go for me. Now we just need to click a button. But there is a problem. We need to know which button we want to click. So you still have to be connected with your content, but paying attention. What is the next slide? This is going to be a portrait. It's going to be a landscape. It's going to be a portrait. It's going to be a landscape. And you have to keep your eye on that. And that's something that compromises flow. Not so much as before, but it still does and takes your head off what is important, which is what you're speaking to your audience. And if you get distracted, it will look bad, and you don't want that. And because of that, we saw an amazing opportunity when we came up with this method. And I was not satisfied yet with the fact that this still compromises a bit the flow. I want something that is so smooth, so simple, that it feels like magic for both you and the audience. And that's when we created and came up with the responsive slides. Now, responsive slides is similar to what you guys will have at the end of the session, but there is a few differences. The first one, the big one, is that I don't have to worry about what the next slide is going to be. Is it a portrait? Is it a landscape? Is it a slide that I actually don't want to show the audience, so it should be actually hidden? It just knows, because it's responsive. And this term came from the responsive websites. You guys, if you guys take the same website, I'm a website developer, so that's why I did that. If you get a website and you make it narrow, it will adapt to how it looks on your mobile. And that's a responsive website. And that's the same concept that we have with the slides. It is responsive. So if your content grows, it grows with it. If you want to make it full screen, you look at, just disclaimer. I'm pressing one button, and this is the button on my hand. This is a flick button. And the flick button is controlling the Stream Deck. It could be a Stream Deck key here, but I like to be able to move around, change cameras, so this gives me flow. But it does the same job as the Stream Deck. It's a single button, next. I just press next. I don't press next, portrait, next. No, I just press next. So now I want to show it in full screen, next. And there you go, it's full screen. So now I want to come back, and there you go. Now I want it to go to portrait. Now I want it to go out of the screen. I'm just pressing next, next, next. And the secret to the responsive slides is a simple thing that you add to your slide notes. A simple dot or underline that you put in front of your slide notes. And depending on what you put on it, it will tell the responsive slides if you want it to be big or small. So it's just like you put a dot and it's a small slide. You put an underline in the front of your slide notes, it becomes a landscape. So you just add this simple code, dotting, underline, to tell what is the orientation that you want. And when you go and you play, it just goes directly to the right size exactly without compromising your flow, which is really fantastic. But, and that's not the only thing that it does. Because there is a second thing, a second meaning for the responsive word. There is a second meaning for the responsive word. And it is, it is responsive to your commands. Like, you can have your slides triggering Stream Deck buttons. What this means is that next time that I press this button right here, and I can see it on my prompter, you guys have seen this resource that I have shared on the masterclass. I can see on my slide notes, it's saying gallery. I'm telling myself, next slide is going to bring you the gallery. So all I got to do to bring you guys to the screen right now with me is press this one button. So press the button and the gallery comes up. Now I have a note on my slides telling confettis. I know now that the next time that I press this button, confettis are going to fall on the screen for 5 seconds, and then we will stop. This is all, like, I don't have to now press buttons on my Stream Deck. I can just tell on my slide notes, my speaker notes, I want it to go to the gallery here. I want it to go to a landscape slide here. I want it to go to a portrait slide here. And you just tell on the speaker notes You can still use your speaker notes for your notes. It's just like little things that you add to the bottom so you don't ever see it. And it tells the slide what you want to do, like if you want to turn to another camera. And look, I'm here. I have no way of controlling my computer right now, but I can press next and the world map can appear in front of you. And you guys can type now where you're watching this from, and it's gonna pop up on the screen automatically. And I'm doing this all here with pressing one single button. This is responsiveness. This is one of the responsiveness of responsive slides as well. And now I can press again, and I can go back here. And the roadmap is gone as well. So just like magic, this is magic. This is magic. And everything we do on Inside the Show, everything that we've put together for you since this masterclass, you can see how powerful, how incredible it is. But there is one thing you must remember. It doesn't matter having all these cool things that we are doing now if you don't have flow. You cannot keep the audience engaged without flow. You can have the most beautiful animations like interactive audience around, like we do here on the Inside the Show, and all of that, all of the cool stuff that you're gonna get when you join Inside the Show. You can have the best content in the planet, and all these without flow doesn't matter. Because without flow, you're gonna have to take your trackpad, your mouse, your keyboard, and every time that you wanna share a video on screen, you're gonna click many clicks, and then people are gonna take their phone, they're gonna scroll on Instagram in their inbox, and you're gonna lose them in a moment that is crucial. You are talking to an audience, you're connecting with an audience, and you need their attention. That's why we want flow. And that's why we put so much importance in flow. And if you're here with me today after a full week working on improving your online presentations, I know you are aiming for something bigger than just using your keyboard, your mouse, and presenting like it's just another meeting. You don't want your workshops, your classes, your shows to look just like an ordinary meeting. You're here to create the experiences that you envision. Just like members of Inside the Show, people from different backgrounds, from all ages, from all different industries. Let's take a look.
Welcome everybody to the Legal Creatives Podcast.
I would like to do something. I would like to involve all of you.
I love all the love that's coming to this. This is beautiful.
Okay, I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
This is what you guys are going to be doing on Inside the Show. And most of what we are showing here, people are doing this in the first 2 weeks of the program. They are doing things that take people by surprise, especially when compared to the usual workshop, group coaching, training session that people go every single day. People are left amazed by how astonishing it appears, how effortlessly it flows. And it's even more impressive than they could have in person. And you might be thinking, okay, but what if I'm not really tech savvy? Guys, just look at what hundreds of you have done in just a few days. This is on screen right now, all of you, the homeworks that you guys have sent. Look at that, guys. Look at what we have done in just a few days going through this masterclass. So when you wonder, okay, so I'm not really tech savvy, guys, you don't need to be. Because on ITS, we have streamlined everything, even more than we have done here on the masterclass. And you have advanced it super fast. what really sets ITS apart is the level of commitment and support that we have with every single member. We go all the way with you, like we did in this masterclass. You guys have asked for help. We have helped you. We have over hundreds of homework done, and we have answered you guys on the Ask Philippe and the team. We got hundreds of messages from people asking for help, and the entire ITS team was there with you to make sure that you were getting out of this week with something that was really incredible, because that's the level of commitment that we have on ITS.
To me, the most valuable thing about being a member of Inside the Show is the support that you get. You literally have virtual event experts, developers. Now, myself, I have a team. I own a production company, but you get a different wealth of knowledge with Inside the Show because they're not creating these experiences for one presenter or one performer, but rather multiple people, multiple companies all over the world. And that creates a wealth of knowledge where you get a much richer experience and features that you and your team may never have thought of.
And this combination of exclusive resource, community, and support is something really unique. And that's why it works so well with such great results across so many different areas. Now, a lot of you have asked me, why limited spots? And here's the reason. We're not an online course you can buy and never take. We're not selling courses. And nothing wrong with selling courses. It's just not what we are doing. We work with real problems in the real world. We are truly obsessed with our members' results. And I'd love to bring 1,000 people at once, but it's just not feasible because we are not a course, nor a training program. We are a community-based ecosystem. A unique ecosystem designed to get you super personalized results.
My name's Vin. I teach communication skills online, and I don't want this to be one of those weird, cheesy testimonial videos where you watch and you're like, oh, does that person really use the product? And yes, we actually do use it in our business, and it has completely transformed the way we're able to deliver virtual experiences. We've had moments where we're running webinars with 10,000 people plus, and 2 hours before we had a couple of tech issues. And when we reached out to Philippe and his team, they jumped on within 20 to 30 minutes and helped us problem solve some of the things that had nothing to do with what they're doing, but because of their levels of expertise, they were willing to help us and able to help us get out of a rut. So that's what I love most about Philippe and the team, is that not only do they educate us, and they are great educators at that, but they also care. So if you're considering joining Philippe's virtual program and learning about how to increase the production value of teaching online, I 100% endorse this. It's been a game changer. And I've had students say things like, wow, I didn't know learning virtually could be so fun. I didn't know learning virtually was so engaging. Wow, I felt like I was in there in the room with you, Vin. And I believe a lot of that has to do with what Philippe's been able to help improve in our virtual trainings.
That's Vin. How many of you guys know Vin? Vin is the best communication coach in the world, and it's really honored to have him on Inside the Show. And he's really pushing the boundaries with these crazy 10,000 people webinars on Zoom. So as you can see, we really take it seriously, the support that we give you guys on the program. We want to work with people that want to succeed. So whenever you want to go, we've got the tools to get you there. Whether you are a coach, a trainer, an entrepreneur, we're dealing with all sorts of industries where everyone has different kinds of projects. And they all have great results, as you guys have seen throughout this masterclass. And like I shared in the first masterclass, our hoods in working with magicians play a big part in what ITS has become. This is what allows us to create unique, highly engaging virtual experiences you can run by yourself, even if you're not tech savvy. Magicians need everything super efficiently streamlined and smooth, and many of them have zero experience in the virtual world before pandemic. Now, I want to show you how it works. On ITS, we approach your presentation like a show, and that's what we've been doing this week to help you transform your sessions from regular meetings into incredible audience experiences, as engaging, as exciting as a show, We get rid of all the friction that could stop you from being in the flow with your audience and other presenters. And we plan out how to create an engagement elements like animations, music, video that breaks the pattern and keep your audience's attention, making them feel immersed in the experience with you. We organize your presentation into workflows to allow you to control your experience in real time, making it super interactive and smooth. And practicing, rehearsing your presentations is the key to being confident when you are delivering your message. That's how you know for sure your audience is getting the exact experience you planned for them. On ITS, we have a whole structure dedicated for practicing. I would say that that's our number one value. As soon as you join the program, you get access to the entire ecosystem and all its resources and the community spaces. And you've been asking if you still have access to the masterclass content once you join, and the answer is yes. You get instant access to everything from the masterclass as well. So if you're really tech savvy, you can dive into right away and start doing advanced stuff in no time, because all the material is there, right there, ready for you. And right here, we're gonna have access to the resource that you guys already know, which is the Zoom Simulator, which is a call that stays open 24 hours with bots that allows us to practice our presentation as if we were interacting with a real audience. Because oftentimes when we are preparing for a presentation, actually we can only speak to the mirror. We can open a Zoom call, put our phone on it, and that's it. We don't know exactly what's going to happen when we have an audience, because when we have audience, we can do things like we can click and we can spotlight them, we can spotlight multiple people. So how are we going to know exactly what we can do and how we can do it if we don't have a real audience that we can practice with? And the fact is that no one does. Only us here on the Side Show, and we have opened these super valuable resources for you. And it solves a lot of problems because it gets you in the usage to what it teaches you what to expect from a real presentation, so you actually can interact with people, mirror them just like a real presentation. And it also knows a few tricks, like you can type tests in the simulator and look at what happens. All of them will send messages. So you know when I come in here and I tell you guys, hey, where are you guys from? How are you going to practice it before actually being live to know that everything works and how it works? Well, you come to the simulator and you type test from. I'm going to type test from. Look at what is going to happen in the chat. Test from, and so many answers immediately sent from all over the world. So the bots respond your commands. You want to do A or B, like a tug of war poll, we can do test AB and they will answer A or B. You want to do a yes or no question, you can do test yes or test no, and they're going to respond. So there are lots of commands that you can use here on the simulator, and these all interact live with your interactive overlays that you get when you join inside the show. So you actually can practice for real what's going to look like when you are live with an audience. So the whole community is really built around practice and close collaboration with each other. We have here like a place for you on the community to chat with all. Imagine like thousands of members. You have doing presentations just like you are now doing. We have like an open discussion area. So what I'm showing here is the section that we have inside of the program. So this is what you unlock when you join the program. So you have an Ask community where you can ask your questions to your fellow friends here, presenters that are presenting at the level that we are. We have the show, share and learn, where people get to share useful things that they discovered for you to get inspired and to help you grow. We have the Show Your Studio, where you guys can see all different kinds of studios from members doing small presentations, big productions, small productions, just a laptop. You can see my set right here as well. We have a walkthrough, a video on my set, so you can actually see how everything is set up behind the scenes. We've got a lot of things going on right here, and you can ask the community question. But then we have a super cool area as well called Presentation Showcase. Here is where you can see members' real presentations, full presentations. I'm talking about 1 hour, 2 hour presentations, and you get to see how they have presented and how they are using the Inside the Show program. So you can get inspired and know exactly how you can do it yourself as well. So there is a wealth of resource here, super useful. But this is not only that, the community is also a resource that we put a lot of resources for you in the community. This is the place where everything happens. We have the gear recommendation that we have shared with you guys. So right now it is on the resources vault. So we have here resource vault, and we have the gear recommendation. And this is going to be moved to the private Inside the Show community after this masterclass. And this is where we share several updates about, it's constantly updated in what is worth, what is not, buying and investing in. You don't have to get everything, but if you're looking for example, a portable setup, you can just click on portable setup and you can see what we recommend for a portable setup. You are looking into lighting, you can look for lighting. Looking at cameras, you can see the cameras that we recommend. So it's all here, all organized. This is one of the resources that we have shared with you during this masterclass. But we also got some really cool tools right here. So we got the icon generator that I used it with you guys today. You can literally type anything right here like teleprompter, and you now have an icon of a teleprompter, several icons. This is a huge library of icons, and you can make the icon the color that you want. You can make it the size that you want, and you can just download and put it on your scene collection. We have overlays where we are constantly updated. Have you guys remember this one from yesterday, where I asked you guys to tell what your niche is, and as people type things on the chat, it falls. We have overlays to encourage people to interact on Zoom. For example, this one is to have people unmuting themselves. And then we have others, for example, teaching people to raise their hands. So I want you guys to raise your hands. So this is an actual animation that goes on top of a camera. This is me pointing to it, and this is exactly what it will look like when you are pointing to it. It's going to be a transparent animation, and we have several ones here. We have the speedometer, which is super cool. It's something that is super useful for you to ask the audience from a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate yourself in that area? And you can get the average of the room. They just type numbers in the chat. We have the tug of war that you guys have seen, that you can prepare a question and see from the audience live what they prefer. There are tons of resources and overlays right here. Take a look. This one is for topics. So if you want to go topic by topic during your presentation, you can have this little overlay. We also have this other style right here that you can customize and make it like interactive as you go through the points. It changes. And we have so much more. And we are always adding things to this collection. This is a growing, non-stop growing collection. And many of the things that I've been using here in the masterclass are still going to go there. The response slides, of course, is one of them. It's so new. The response slides is so new that we have put together a challenge on the community. So we're doing these raise the bar challenges. This is something that we are going to constantly be doing now. And the raise the bar challenge is basically a challenge where we're going to give you a challenge. This one was create a 30 seconds clip of you presenting with the responsive slides that I showed you guys today. So here are all the applications so far, and I wanted to see one of them in specifically because I love it. I love it, Hoako demonstration. Let me show you his entry for this raise the bar contest.
Wow, that's cool. Well, I am Joaco from Chile, and I'm recording this for my challenge of my new responsive slides. And I'm really excited because I will use only this. It's my S Pen for my tablet. And here we are with some friends of ITS. That it's really nice. And as you can see, I'm only changes the scenes using this. That is my button of my pencil of my Samsung tablet. I did an automatization and it's doing really great. As you can see, here we have the vertical scenes. Also, there you go, the horizontal scenes, also the full screen. And also, we have to say that the rules of the game change. Really cool. So let's go for a picture, right? And that is
There it is, guys. So that's Joaco, and he's even here on the session today. And so much fun, right? He just took like a pen, and here's the thing, he did it for Android, and the people were crazy. And he went all the way to share in the community how he figured out how to do that with the Apple Pencil. So he also shared in the community how to do that with the Apple Pencil Pro, the newest one. So, and it just quiz it and it goes to the next slide. And it's like, that's the kind of things that we are doing in the community and collaborating together, coming up with. You don't just get what I'm sharing, but we actually collaborate. And Joaco, thank you so much for sharing this with all of us. And there is also another resource that is super useful here in the community, which is the pre-show checklist. This is an interactive checklist that you can customize and go through it every time before your session to make sure that you get everything that you need. We have the mini tutorials. This is the next step. Once you have done the basic foundation of Inside the Show, you can go to the mini tutorials, which are a huge collection of little videos, like how to set up the photo booth. Like you've seen me using the photo booth at the end of the sessions, taking photos with you. There is a session for that. There is how to create your own scenes on OBS, and so much more. Like there is a lot of different things right here on the community ready to you, how to setting up your Stream Deck, how so many things, and it's super cool, ready for you. And we are always creating new mini tutorials for you. These are 3 to 5 minutes little videos that get you up and running with something very specific. And we also have a resource that is very important on the community, which is the Update Center. The Update Center gets you see what are the versions of the app that we are using that we test, because we are doing live productions and we need to make sure that things are always working, ready to go. One thing going wrong can cost us an entire presentation, which is very expensive. So we keep on the Update Center a list of the main apps that we use and what version they are in, and we tell you exactly when to update, so you're always updated and know exactly when to update your software and what version to keep it. Make sure that everything you need to stand out and make an impact in the virtual world is right here. And we're really serious about getting you up and running as fast as possible. And as soon as you join Inside the Show, you unlock a whole ecosystem right away. And every round of new admissions, we run what we call an acceleration sprint. And the next one is gonna kick off with our first live session on Monday, October 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. But of course, we have replays, so if for any reason you cannot make it to the time, we are gonna have high quality replays just like we have during this masterclass. And we're gonna have all support 24/7 because we have the team spread across the world for you to ask for help, move fast, and we're gonna have the simulator ready to go for you to practice at any time that you want. So These acceleration sprints run for 4 weeks with me and Alan Marriott, that you guys have met a few times in the last session. He's our head of the support squad, and they are designed to get you up and running super fast, working through the content of the week step by step. We get you to practice what we covered in the sprint, in the live session, and we get you to put it in action with a homework, just like we did in this masterclass. So this is how it works. Every live session comes with a step-by-step, just like the masterclass you've been following along. And all this masterclass, all this step-by-step is ready to go immediately as you guys join inside the show today. So this is the ITS foundation, and this area right here, look at that, initial setup, week 1. This is all resources of the initial setup. This is all resources of the getting started with the week 1. This is just 7 lessons ready to go super fast. And this is what we are going to work together in the first week of the acceleration sprint. But if you are like, you want to go super fast, you can go to week 2, week 3, week 4. These are the 4 weeks. And most of the sessions here, you don't have to spend like a whole day on it. It's just 1 hour maximum. It's like half a minute to go through the week and half a minute to implement it. And it's going to be super quick. So if you want to go faster, you totally can. And if you're like every ITS member I know, you don't have a lot of time. You're always in a hurry. And that's why the acceleration sprint is perfect, because we look at exactly what you need to do and get you moving fast. We get you the motivation, but also all the support with just what you need to do that week in order to move forward tremendously. And every week that you are on Inside the Show, you already are changing the game of how you present. Even the first week of Inside the Show is even an outstanding higher level than what we are able to achieve in this masterclass. So here's what you are getting. Here is what you are going to be doing after the 4 weeks of ITS.
Hello. I'm your host, Robin, and today we're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a party.
I'm very happy to have you all here.
I just want to show you the presentation.
So hopefully I'm pointing in the right direction this time. There it is.
I was so grateful for anyone who attended this beautiful event.
You know, but you guys don't really want to see that. What you want to see is me, or you actually want to see all of you here. Look at all of these wonderful people that are here as well.
So here you all are.
Welcome everybody to the show.
A lot of beautiful people.
I think we can put everyone around and say hi everybody, and
we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Looks good.
And more.
Look. So if you want to also wave to each other, yeah, that's great.
This is how we connect and get a chance to look eyeball to eyeball. Let's give ourselves some confetti.
Oh, by the way, if you're having feelings, express them through emojis.
And if you have any questions, put down in the chat below.
You want to answer the question? Okay, let's come into the stage. Very good, Stanley. Oh, Domingo, come here, come into the stage. So thanks a lot. Why not even some balloons for you?
And that's the end of my homework.
Bye for now.
See you in the simulator. Bye-bye.
This is seriously so much fun.
Have a good time and have a good night. Bye.
So these are the kind of things that we are going to be creating and exploring in your presentations. And we do it without overcomplicating things, without compromising simplicity, because simplicity is the key. It's what makes all of this possible, really. What lets you run everything with a seamless flow. Here on ITS, we have this culture of always chasing the latest and the greatest, because we want to stay at the very top when it comes to designing incredible audience experiences. We're always talking about new ideas. We're always helping each other on their projects and creating extraordinary things. Actually, many of the exclusive tools that we have built came directly from members' ideas we brought to life. The community is the most valuable asset on ITS. And every single member knows that.
Felipe will offer you something, but the whole program will be better. Felipe will be kind of the main teacher there, but you will have the whole group to help you to push your limits, to push your show to some direction that you cannot even think about at this moment.
And a few of you guys are asking about the time it takes to time commitment. I'm going to go all over in detail with that, but we know that you don't have a lot of time. So a lot of things that we do, everything that we do is streamlined. Just look at what you guys did in just a few days. And we're going to get you up and running even faster because you're going to have access to all resources, even more powerful resources from inside the show. And this is exactly what I'm here for, what ITS team and I and hundreds of members are here for, to support you in this journey of positioning yourself differently in the virtual game. And we got a lot of messages asking, why are you doing all these sessions for free here, the masterclass? And I know that this is truly a transformational week, and I know that it's easily worth a few $100s on its own. Running an event like this for free, it is a choice. And we do it for two big reasons. The first one, when I say that we are committed to shaping the future of virtual presentations, I really mean it. We care about helping other people present better, connect better, and show up in a way that truly reflects the value of their message. And that's why we put so much work into this masterclass. And second, the masterclass week, and the most important part, is also how we pick who gets into ITS. You see, ITS is exceptional because of the incredible people who join us at each opening. People full of energy, excited to raise their online presence and take it to another level. These are the kind of people that we want in the program. And if you're here today in this session at such a late hour for so many of you, I know that this is you. So here's my invitation for you right now. I'm going to open up the live-only early bird offer we've prepared for you. We got just 80 spots, and to fill up real quickly, we officially opens tomorrow morning, but there is a real chance that it could be taken all tonight. Actually, we already onboarded a few people already, so that messaged me before. I said that we were doing something very special that we were not repeating. So I told you guys, if you, for any reason you could not be live, talk to me. And a few people already secured this surprise. They don't know what the surprise they're going to be, but they will get it. So we have less than 80 spots. So I want to know, are we ready? Type ready in the chat. You guys are ready? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Ashley, Ken, John, Onurag, Anthony, Alan, awesome. So let's do it. Let's do it, guys. That's what we're getting in this live special edition, live only special edition. First of all, you're going to get full access to the resources vault of Inside the Show. That includes everything that we shared during this masterclass, but goes even beyond that, goes with the mini gallery, goes with everything that mini tutorials and the overlays in the full library of Inside the Show to get you up in speed super, super fast. You're going to get an exclusive acceleration sprint. This is going to be cohort number 14. So you're going to be part of the cohort 14. If you wondered what is this cohort in the names of people that are typing in the chat, it's like, look at that, like Andrew, cohort 13. These are people from previous cohort participating here in the masterclass. And you're going to be part of the cohort 14, where we're going to push you through 4 weeks together to get you up and running no matter what, with an amazing production. You are going to have one-on-one support with our team of experts. That's going to, for a whole year, imagine having support, access to the ITS team, just like you had to during this masterclass week, for a whole year with you, helping you with your setup, choosing your equipment, computer, if you need help with it, anything related to your presentation, to anything related to you feel confident presenting in front of an audience, we are here to help. These are ITS members as well. These are people that run their own production, so they know the in and outs perfectly about everything that we need when we are delivering, and we want to connect with the audience like that. You're going to have access to the Zoom simulator, 24/7 Zoom simulator that you guys have been having access during this week. This is like a call that stays open 24/7. You can join at any time and practice your workflow, practice your presentation. Before you present live, you're going to get confident because you're going to join the simulator and test everything with an audience, get the gallery around you and all, and see everything working. Ask the bots to send messages on the chat, see all those overlays interacting and working. This changed the way that you present online. This changed the way that you feel ready to rock and roll in front of an audience. You're going to get access to the icon generator, which is the 8 million icons library that we have put together for you that I showed you guys in practice in action. This makes a lot of difference because when you are able to generate an icon for every single one of the actions that comes to your mind, your Stream Deck looks so streamlined and beautiful. And when I say beautiful, I also mean functional, simple. Remember, less than half a second, you're able to understand what these buttons do without even looking at what is written, because oftentimes it's so clear that you don't even need something written on it. But, and that's the best part, I have a surprise for you. And this is a live-only surprise. What I'm going to share with you right now is only for those who are joining right now. Okay, I'm going to give you the link in a second. And this is what you're getting right now. Okay, so just if you join right now. First thing is you're going to be able to upgrade your Zoom account to an enterprise account. We have the enterprise account on inside the show, and we are able to onboard you. We are going to onboard a few people. Actually, let me be clear. This is only for the first 50 people that joins, because we have limited spots. We don't have like the 80 spots that we're going to open. We only have 50. So the first 50 people that joins are going to have an upgrade to the Zoom Enterprise account. So if you pay Zoom currently, you're not going to need to. You're going to have 6 months of Zoom Enterprise account. And these 6 months, here's what you're going to get. First of all, unlimited recording. Do you guys know how much it costs for you to have 5 terabytes of recording? Not unlimited, 5 terabytes per month. It costs you $500 per month. And you're getting unlimited. This is an exclusive deal that we have with Zoom. You're going to get 1,000 people meetings. 1,000 people meetings. That means that you don't have to pay to have 1,000 people. Just if you had to pay for having 1,000 people, that's $100 per month that you would have to pay. And then we're going to have 1,000 people webinars too, which costs alone another $300, and you're going to have 1080p unlocked, so you can have 1080p on your sessions. And this is really a very exclusive deal. If you put together, it's worth over $1,000 per month. And we have a few spots, and we are giving that to the first 50 people that joins today, live. And we have a second surprise for you. And this may be my favorite. This is the ITS box. I have one right here. Let me pick it up. This is the ITS box, a physical box that we are going to send to your home. And one of the things that we have on this box is the Inside the Show Flick button. So you're going to be able to get, this Inside the Show Flick button. And this goes for everyone that joins today live, even if you go past the 50 ones. But just for those who join live, you're going to get the ITS box. And this is super cool, comes with the Flick button and a few more surprises. Like I have the Inside the Show mug as well. And a few other surprises for you. But that's here. These two things, the Inside the Show, the Zoom Enterprise, and the IHS box. Look at those members getting their box at home, even a cat's getting one. These are things that we are only doing for those who are joining live. So let me talk about the investment. What is going to be the investment? So you guys can see that we put a lot of things here, and this is really a place for you that's going to get you to a level that no one in the world has right now. Joining inside the show is an investment of 4 times of 1,049 and or an upfront value of 3,497. This is going to get you the Zoom simulator. This is going to get you, if you join right now, the Zoom Enterprise account that alone is worth way more the price of admission, because it's like over $1,000 per month if you would get this from Zoom. You are going to get all the resources, all the support, the entire support team ready to help you throughout the entire year. And here's the thing, that's not the price that you're going to pay, because as I promised you guys, we're going to do something really special. So let me tell you this, tomorrow we are going to open up enrollments, and it's going to be for 4 times of $899, or the upfront value of $2,979. The upfront payment is a better option, and the split payment is a little bit more expensive, but gives you the flexibility of paying monthly. And like I said, these spots run out really, really quickly. And for you guys that are here with us, that have been through this masterclass, that have been putting on the work, that have committed to be here live with me right now, for all, look at that, for all 243 of you, there are 42. Someone just laughed right now. Why you laughed? For the 242 people that are live with me right now, we are going to do a very special price. This is not going to be the price that you're going to pay. You are going to pay 4 times of 719, or the base value of 2,497. So here we go. Here's the link. You can scan this QR code right now. You can get the super live only early birds. The link is on the chat right now as well if you want to go through your computer. Guys, this is the best moment for you to join, because you're not only getting the exclusive resources, we're going to send a box to your home, but also I know that this is not like an easy decision for many of you. So here's the thing. We have a 30 days money back guarantee. And here's how it works. You join, you get access to absolutely everything. We don't hold anything. 30 days later, you decide that for any reason it's not for you. We give your money back, no questions asked. There is no, you have to prove that you put on the work. There's nothing like that. We want to be here on the community with people that are truly committed and happy and engaged to create and transform the way that they present online. If that's not you, we don't want you here. So that's why we do this. So if you join right now, you're not only securing the best value, you have someone, Mitchell just joined, welcome, welcome. If you join here, you can have access to absolutely everything. And if for any reason, like you might be thinking, maybe, I don't know if this investment is for me, you have 30 days to decide. I don't know if I'm tech savvy enough, you have 30 days to look for yourself. And I want you to put my words into proof. And that's why I'm so confident in give you guys a 30 days, no questions asked, money back guarantee. And again, this is the moment that you're going to get the Zoom Enterprise worth thousands of dollars per month. You're going to get the IHS box when you join right now, and you're going to access to the Zoom Simulator 24/7 and full resource vault and one-on-one support, icon library generator, and all of those things. And this is a program like you will have all the support for a whole year. When the year is done, you can decide if you want to continue, and you're not going to pay that again. You pay $997 for another year, so just a fraction of what you pay to join if you want to continue later on. So you get 30 days money back guarantee, a super great price for renewal after the year is done, and an amazing community ready to welcome you, like Mandy here, and like Joaco, members of previous cohort. You can see cohort number 5, guys, and Mandy is from cohort number 7. Look at that, and they are here. You guys are going to be cohort number 14. This is so amazing. And here's the QR code again if you want to scan it. And I'm gonna paste on the chat the link again, so you guys can get the link. And look at that! Wow, so many people are joining. Look at that! I think you guys were like, wow. I cannot even read the names that are coming up. You guys were like busy entering your credit card, and everyone finished at the same time. So here's the thing. Once these spots are filled up, once we get to 8 spots, we are closing enrollments, and this is the second opening of the year. So we only open 2 to 3 times per year, and there is a reason why, because we want to make sure that we are able to get everyone to this level that we are talking about. No matter how tech savvy you are, we have people from all ages, all industries, and we're here to help. We're truly committed to give you something that you are able to do. And we are backing up what we are promising under a 30 days, no question asked, money back guarantee. I don't know if we are going to open again this year, because there are so many new things that we are putting together. And you have seen many of them during this masterclass, that we want to make sure that so many ideas are coming up, but the more things keep coming up, and that we are able to support our members, all of the members, with these amazing things to join, to use and to improve their presentation. So this is the best time for you guys to join. This is the best moment. If you think that this is like a difficult decision, that's why I have the guarantee. So act now and secure your spot. The link will be on the chat again. Welcome everyone that is joining. And we are closing enrollments as soon as these slots are filled up. And on the previous opening, it didn't last more than 1 or 2 days. And once I end the session, these live-only bonuses and discounts won't be available anymore. So again, this is what you are getting, the first 50. And I'm seeing that we are at 25. Join it right now, and the first 50 are getting the IHS box, and sorry, not the IHS box, the Zoom Enterprise. The first 50 are getting the Zoom Enterprise account worth $1,000 a month, and then the first all of you that join live are going to get in your home. I'm going to ship to you an exclusive IHS box with the Inside the Show Flick button and a few other surprises. So that's really the best moment for you to join. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go to the Q&A and give you guys some time for you to finish your joining your enrollment. Because again, this is something that we cannot do like we want to retribute you guys for being here with us. So after this session, tomorrow when we open for everyone, we're not gonna keep these bonuses, okay? So let's go to the Q&A. I think we do have a lot of questions here. So send your questions in the chat. I wanna see them coming up here for me. Look at that. How many people joining? That's amazing. We are at 30 right now. We are almost getting to 50. All right, so this is the QR code link again if you want to join. And let's go through the questions. So if you want to ask any question, this is the time. My moderators have selected a few questions for me throughout the session. I'm going to be answering them. Now is the time for you to ask me anything that you would like to know. And I'm going to be here with you to go through all the questions. So Sheena, does the IHS community help you set up the studio? So we help you understand what equipment will work best for you. What we don't do is, at least myself, is help you set up the studio in terms of the design. But we do have resources for that. Like we shared with you the Kevin Dream Studio, and this is a great resource. We have a partnership with them. So if you want to get his course exactly on how to set up your studio, how to design your background, we have a partnership with them, and for IHS members, we have a discount. And you can see all the studios from all members, and you can ask for help on that as well. This is not something that will be covered as a course material, but we will have a lot of resources, and eventually we bring experts as well to talk about how to set up a studio. So Chris, I'm waiting to present one-on-one. I'm wanting to present one-on-one and also have the client's image on the teleprompter screen so I can maintain eye contact. Would you suggest a second monitor running OBS and the main one running Spotlight of the client? How would you do it? So there is a specific way that we do it on Inside the Show, and I have shared with you on the resources vault. I have a video. It's a non-released YouTube video. I'm going to release in a few weeks, but I opened it up for you right now, and I show you exactly how we set it up. You are going to be able to switch between looking at the audience, looking at yourself, and it's useful for looking at yourself when you're presenting to many people. But sometimes you want to see the audience, or you want to see the one-on-one client. You can just push buttons on the Stream Decks and it changes. That's how easy you want it to be. You don't want to be wrestling with the screen. You don't want to put Zoom, neither OBS on your prompter. There is another way to do it, and it's on the resource vault, and you can get to it on the resource vault section for a few more hours. So here's the thing, we are going to keep the access for you for a few more hours. We are going to have the replay, and then we're going to give you a few more hours of access to the masterclass material and the replay as well. At least 12 hours. Once we post the replay, we will get you at least 12 hours of access. After that, we're going to close the community, the open community, the masterclass community, because we are going to shift our entire dedication from the masterclass to onboard the new members. So that the entire IHS team now is shifting to onboard the members and to help the members get up and running. We have people that we want to dive into before the acceleration week, so we need the team to be ready to help everyone. So we're shifting focus abruptly now to the Inside the Show. So we're closing all these materials. We are going to give you a few more hours, at least 12 hours after we post the replay, of access to the replay plus everything that we've shared so far, including the prompter. So definitely take a look at it. It's one of the best videos we have put together so far. So once we sign up, how long do we have access to the community and the resource? I plan to have 2 or 3 different setups. Nice, that's pretty good. So basically, the way it works is that the Inside the Show is a full year membership. You have access to all the resources that we have now, but also all the resources that we come up. Every single month we come up with something amazing. It's no kidding. You can ask IHS members, chime in right here. Tell how insane it is, the things that we put together in the community every single month. You guys can ask them and they will tell you this is happening, and this always happens. So you're going to get access to many new things to come for an entire year, and the community and the 24 hours Zoom simulator and the support, the same level of support that you're getting throughout the session. After the year, you can decide to renew for a member's discounted price of $9.97 for the year, with payment options available as well at the time. Can you stream live to YouTube from Zoom and keep the audience connectivity, or just Zoom? Yeah, definitely. I could be streaming to YouTube right now, and then people would be seeing me present live on YouTube. That's totally possible. You can do this directly from Zoom. It's pretty simple to set up, and we can give you the steps once you are inside. Do you have this for Microsoft Teams? Yes. So 90% of everything that we do here works for all platforms: Microsoft Teams, Google Meets, and WebEx, YouTube, Instagram. The thing that doesn't work for the other platforms is the gallery around. The gallery around is only for Zoom. But aside from that, all the interactivity, the type in the chat and interact with overlays and show world map and do all this production, show the slides and reduce response slides, all of that works on all platforms. So if you use Microsoft Teams, you're going to be able to use inside the show as well. For me, the best, whenever you can, I know that I understand that sometimes this is not an option, but for me personally, the best is Zoom because of the way that it allows us to manage the audience and spotlight and bring participants to the screen. And when we do a Q&A on Zoom, we bring participants, they come unmuted, and it's so simple. The flow for audience management is incredible and unmatched for any other platform. But everything else works on other platforms, including Microsoft Teams, of course. So keep your questions coming, guys. I want to answer your questions. What is the time commitment you recommend? Yes, the time commitment is 1 hour. During these 4 weeks, we're going to have 1 hour each week with me, like this masterclass. And they are, with this like masterclass, are like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. But the live sessions are designed to be short and simple and direct to the point. So it's a 1 hour live session. And then about 30 minutes follow along material, and then you have another 30 minutes to practice, to implement it. And optionally, you can have an extra hour joining the practice session. That's where Alan Marriott put you on spot to do the things that you are learning. So you actually learn in front of a safe audience, not in front of your audience. So if you want a time to learn with the community, you have that every single week in 2 different time zones, one for the Australian side of the world and another for the US side of the world, and both works well for European side of the middle of the globe. So you have different options for coming for the practice session. And so basically you have like a 2 hours commitment per week, 1 hour for the live session, another hour for the practice implementation. And optionally, you have an extra hour for practice in group with Alan Marriott live. So that's it. 2 hours per week, 3 hours if you want to practice, and you're ready to go. And for those who are super tech savvy and want to go with in your own pace and binge watch and binge implement everything that we have, you can join right now and start doing everything. Like if you want to, you can in 24 hours complete all the 4 weeks and be running a workshop. Of course, I won't recommend this for someone that is not tech savvy, but if you're tech savvy, you definitely can do that. If you're not tech savvy, here's what we're gonna break it down exactly in how you need in order for you to get flow, understand how everything works, and feel safe and confident presenting. So we break it down in little steps, step by step, to make it possible for everyone. How long we have access to the community resource? We are going to post the replay. I don't know when we're going to post. We have to prepare it and download it and upload it. So when we post the upload, you are going to at least have another 12 hours of access to everything. So depending on when I post, you're going to have 12 hours more of access to the replay that we are having right here and the full community resource that we shared so far. Can you please clarify the length of access? Yes, the length of access to Inside the Show is a year. And after the year, you can renew it for $997 with payment options available at the time of renewal. So you get to join right now. You get to have access to instantly to everything. You get to have the 30 days money back guarantee. For any reason you decide that this is not for you, you can just tell us and we are going to give you back the money. Because again, when what I tell you guys is that we want to have people that are fully committed with changing the game. We want people that will collaborate with ideas and that will show what they're doing to others and make the community grow. Because we want to stay right here on the top of what it means to present online. So we want that kind of person. If that doesn't work out for you, this is not a place for you. We're going to give you your money back. No questions asked, no hard feelings. Can your business partner get access to the program? We don't have anything in place right now for that, but send me a DM and we can look into what we can make up. If you guys, for anyone that has a business partner and want to join together, send me a DM and I will talk to my team and see what we can put together for you guys, a special thing. But do that right now, because after the session, I'm gonna like answer your question and decide with the team and get you your answer right away. Okay, so because I don't know how many spots we have left, so I cannot promise you we will have spots. But you can join right now too. So if you join right now, you can secure your spots. We can work out the deal. If that doesn't work for you, you can ask your money back. How do you zoom segments of the screen on the go? So if you use Mac, I have a video. If you type Mac Zoom Felipe Nardi, you're gonna find this video on YouTube that walk you through how to do that on Mac. On Windows, we have been looking into solutions to do that. We are not happy with no solution yet, but as soon as we have a solution for Windows, zooming in and out the screen, we're gonna share on my YouTube channel. So just make sure that you're subscribed, because we are constantly putting new things up, new things that are very useful if you do presentations. So David, isn't the IHX camera good? Because somehow the setup is not that good. And advice, I personally have no experience with that camera. I'm not familiar with that camera, so I wouldn't be able to tell you from experience. But this is the kind of things that we can ask in the community, because we have thousands of members and people doing big productions, small productions. So certainly someone will know and have experience with it and could share. Question, can you run your slides on a second monitor and use your second monitor source, or do it have to be in a window pop-up? You can definitely have it running on a full screen slide, a full screen monitor, but it takes a lot of space, and space is something that you need when you are presenting. You need to make sure that you have space for putting your OBS screen, your Zoom gallery, your slides, your notes. So if you run a slide at full screen, you are wasting an entire monitor on that. So I don't recommend. You definitely can do that, but with doing it with a pop-up window, you can put the slides on a corner of your monitor and it doesn't take up the whole space. Then you can put more space, more things around it, and make a better use of the space, so that when you're presenting, you don't have to click and do Command tab, Alt tab. You just look and you see the information that you need. You continue with flow. And can we do landscape, YouTube, and portrait, Instagram, broadcast simultaneously? Yes, it's possible with OBS, although it's a little bit complicated. I have done it in the past, and I'm not happy with how easy it is to do it. So at this moment, I don't have, we don't teach it on IHS because I'm not happy with how easy it is to put it together. So I have done it. So if you are tech savvy, you definitely can find a way around it, because it's definitely something that will require you to be a little bit more tech savvy. So Bradley, I have just signed up. Welcome. When will I get access to the Zoom Enterprise account and the gift box? Also, what is in the gift box? I missed it. So the one thing that we shared on the gift box is the Flick button. So we have an exclusive IHS branded Flick button that you can use to control your slides, and you're going to be able to control your presentation just like I'm doing right here. And we have a few other surprises. One of them is this mug over here. So the Inside the Show mug. Because I like coffee, so I like coffee. This is a great mug for coffee. If you like cheese, it's a good one too. If you don't like cheese, we don't like coffee, we're gonna be friends. Anyway, so there is a few other surprises that I didn't share. So you're gonna find out by yourself. And we're gonna send the box after the acceleration sprint. So after the acceleration sprint, we're gonna collect your address and we are gonna send the box. The IHS Enterprise account you're going to get right away. So just allow us 2 days, 3 days to get through this, and we're going to get you the access to the Zoom Enterprise account very soon. I missed the link. Okay, so let's go here and let's get the link. So here's the link. So the link is on the screen right here, the QR code, but you can also see it on the chat right now as well. You're going to see the link. And to join, it's the very special condition. And again, we have a few things that we are only doing right here. We have the Zoom Enterprise account. That is something that we are only doing with these people, you guys that are live right now. After tomorrow, when we open for everyone, if there are spots left, we're not gonna have it available for them. You're not gonna see this bonus. So if you decide to join tomorrow, you're not gonna have the Zoom Enterprise account. And the iChess box. The iChess box is the amazing gift that we are going to send to your home with the Flick button, exclusive Flick button, and the mug, and a few other surprises. And this is only for those who are live. Why is Zoom Webinar useful when you do so much with Zoom Meeting? My honest answer is not. It's not useful. I actually experimented with Zoom Webinar in the first masterclass, and I was doing something that for the first time where I was inviting participants to become panelists. And as panelists, it looks like a meeting. You can see everyone. But the thing is that a lot of people got confused. Like they thought that, like, why am I don't want to be a panelist. I'm just watching. So they missed part of the experience. So we decided that, you know what? It's not the best, and we actually don't even need it. So we don't personally use our webinars, but sometimes for some people it's not an option. Like for Vin is doing presentations for 10,000 people. You cannot go above 1,000 people on meetings. So for some cases, you are still going to need webinar if you are going above 1,000 people. That's the only reason really that I would say that is worth it. How could we be notified about the next masterclass? So this is going to be just by having been part of this masterclass, and if you are signed up to the community, you're going to know when we do the next masterclass. And we usually do 2 to 3 masterclass per year. This is when we open enrollment for Inside the Show too. And this is the second time that we are opening this year. So we are very late in the year. We don't know yet if we're going to open a second time this year because so much new stuff is coming up. And we want to make sure that we are able to support everyone that is joining, both new members and previous members. When is this first cohort 14 meeting? So this is going to be on October 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to add to the calendar so you can add to your calendar. So October 6th, that's a Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, we will have replays. If for any reason you guys cannot join, you're going to be able to decide to watch the replay, and you're going to have everything. You're going to have a first-class replay experience, and you're going to have our support 24/7 for helping you implementing. And you're going to have the homework. So here's the thing that I didn't tell. You're going to have 4 weeks of acceleration sprint. And we like to play games, and one of the games that we play is we spin a roulette every single week, every single one of these 4 weeks. All you gotta do is complete your homework. When you complete your homework, just like the masterclass, your names go to a roulette. And every week we spin for a Stream Deck pedal. So during the cohort, during the acceleration sprint, that even previous members participate, you are going to be able to not only apply what you're learning, get all the support and all this push, this motivation to do it with the group together. You're also going to get a chance to get a Stream Deck pedal. All you got to do is actually get a great result out of what you are investing on. And you just need to do the homework just like you did on this masterclass. Every single week we have a different homework that puts you to apply exactly what you need in order for you to feel confident to present with the Inside the Show system, workflows and tools every single week, growing the way that you present, and you get a chance to win a Stream Deck pedal. So quick question from Mirwan. is the overlays resource also work for OBS video recording only, or is it only optimized for live virtual audience? So you have different kind of overlays. You have overlays that are static overlays. You have overlays that are interactive overlays. So when we show like, let me think about, for when I score from 1 to 10, we are going to show the speedometer on screen. And when the speedometer comes into screen, just like that, we might decide that actually we want something else. Like I want in a scale from 1 to 5. Now I release the button. I'm using the magic button right here. So I just say what I want and give it a few seconds, and then we got a scale from 1 to 5. So the overlays, if you type now from 1 to 5, you're going to see it changing with the average of the room. So you can measure the temperature of the room. And these are kind of overlays that are meant to get live feedback of the audience. And another one that I used instead of the speedometer, I could have used the speedometer, but I used the radar graph. If you guys have been through the first masterclass, you have seen the radar graph. And welcome, Tim, to Inside the Show. You have seen the radar graph. You get people to answer in the chat, and then you send them their results. It's amazing. So we build a lot of tools for live interaction, because this is the thing that we don't have anywhere. So, but there are a few overlays that you can use for even recordings, and you're gonna find value, a lot of value when it comes to overlays with responsive slides. You can set up a whole presentation and just go for it, press the next button. So you record a YouTube video, you record a training, anything that you need, and it's just next button, and things appear on screen and move. Slide goes portrait, slide goes landscape, slide get out of the screen, and you don't need to worry about anything. You just go on the flow. So this is something that you will find a lot of value if you want things for recording YouTube and recording things offline. So does the Zoom participant cap include the host on the number? Yes, it does. So it's a total number of people, including the hosts and co-hosts. So on Zoom, you have a limit of 1,000 people maximum for a meeting. And when it comes to webinars, you can go beyond that. And on that Zoom Enterprise plan, you will get for 6 months, 1,000 people webinar as well. I have missed it. Could you tell me where the link to Open the Surprise scene is? We're gonna share this link to everyone. We're gonna send right away as soon as we finish this session. I'm gonna send it to all of you. So all of you are gonna get it, and you're gonna be able to unlock your scenes. I'm gonna paste it on the Ask Felipe on the team. Okay, so I'm gonna paste it on the Ask Felipe on the team. So just go to the Ask Felipe in the team, and I'm gonna give you the link to unlock a scene collection right there. Can you use it's called Flick button for 6 different actions? Yes, you can actually. I do have a Flick button, 2 Flick buttons. The important thing is, like, one is black, that one. One is black, the other is white. You don't want to have same color Flick buttons. This is very confusing. So this one, I use 3 actions. The first action is going to be transition camera. So I can come in here, I can talk to you, I can sit down and I can look to this camera, I can stand up and I can come to this session, to this camera right here, and I can decide to look down again, or I can decide to go back here. Get had enough of that, right? You're gonna get dizzy. So I'm controlling all of that 3 actions on this button, and this button right here controls my slides. So I go next, previous, and that's it. I only use for 2 actions. I prefer that because the Flick button specifically, when you set up 3 actions, the first action get a little bit slower. So I prefer my first action to be really fast. So I just set up press and press and hold, and that way the press is next slide and is fast. So you're gonna learn all about that, and if you join right now, you're gonna also get the Flick button from inside the show. Let me see. Okay. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I think we covered everyone's questions, at least the ones that the moderator have sent to me. We see here Adrienne have joined. A lot of you guys have joined. This is so cool. Is there anyone that is trying to pay and couldn't? Because we are going to, like tomorrow when we open up these live bonuses are not going to be available anymore. So I'm doing this very special for you. So the enterprise account and the ITS box are only for those who are live. There's still time to get both, but welcome team, welcome to. I saw your notification right here. But is there anyone that needs more time? Just let me know, because once we fill out this spot, we're gonna close enrollments, and tomorrow these live special bonuses are not gonna be available anymore. And to give you a glimpse into what we are working on and improving, something that we are working on is something new that is like on the ITS lab, the ITS lab, when we are testing new ideas, is a live identifier of people that are naked. So during a session, if someone stands up and they are naked, it instantly turns off their camera. And this is something that happens every single session. Believe it or not, every single session someone forget that they have their camera on and stand up and go to the kitchen, take a glass of water, and then they are naked. And you can have that happen, especially when you have the gallery around you. You don't have someone naked in the gallery around. So I have these thing that I'm working on, and it's going to be available for members as soon as we test out everything. It uses AI to identify the images and know when they are improper for your session. And we have a lot of things like during the session, I have tested these, I have used these comments where you guys talk and send messages on screen, and I bring all these messages on screen, and this is all filtered. If like there is a message swearing or saying something bad, it's not just not going to appear on screen. So you can safely interact with people, and this gives you a tremendous flow as well. And you know, it's make you feel secure. I'm getting some private messages here. Olga, I got yours. I've got a few others saying that you need a couple hours to join. And I know that sometimes you welcome Adrian just in the nick of time. And yes, Felipe, how to say it's suitable for work detector. Yes, exactly. That's what we're getting. But it wasn't supposed to be about that, but this was a very useful thing that it turned out to be. But the real reason why we were exploring it is because I wanted to have something that could monitor the audience and give me clues of how they are. So are they giggling? Are they laughing when I make a joke? Are they like sleeping? Do I need to change things up? So I can look at the gallery, but if I have something visual that just with a simple circle with a color, like when people laugh, it goes green, and I immediately know the feedback of how my audience is going. And this gets me more connected with the audience, even when I cannot like keep looking to the audience all the time. So this was the main purpose of these, I'm calling audience posts that we are working on. But then I realized, well, if we can detect if people are smiling, we can detect if people forgot that they are live somehow. So we did some testing and it actually worked. So we are experimenting, working with it. So is this price just for today? Yes, this price is just for today. As I told you guys, tomorrow we are not going to do the same price that we are doing right now. Tomorrow we are not going to be doing this. So when we open tomorrow, like we have 5,000 people participating during the masterclass. We have hundreds of you live right now, and we have 80 spots. Tomorrow, we are going to open up inside the show for my whole audience, and this is an email list of 30,000 people. When we open to everyone, this is not going to be the same price because they haven't been through this masterclass. You guys have. So we want to give you the heads up to be in the community, to be the first ones to be able to score these spots and also get the best you, because you guys are putting the time, you guys are willing. Like I said, this is our way of picking, choosing who gets into ITS, and we want more people like you guys that are going through this masterclass joining ITS. So if we have to decide from our limited spots who we want, and we want you guys. So that's why we are giving these bonuses for you guys, and that's why we are doing this live opening just for you guys with a very special price, because tomorrow the price is going to change. Let me see here, another question. I mean, can I join later today? You guys are sending a lot of DMs too. They're not popping up in here. Here's what I'm gonna do. This is not gonna go live yet. We are gonna work out on the replay. I'm gonna give you guys a few more hours for you to work out the payment. I know you guys, some of you guys have to call the bank and to make it work. So tomorrow in the morning, somewhere in the morning, we are going to open enrollment for everyone at a different price without the bonuses. So it's going to be more expensive and it's not going to include the bonuses. So if you need to call the bank and it's too late for you right now, you please do this first time in the morning. First thing in the morning, do that. And tell me, send me a DM telling me that you're going to do it, so I know that you're going to do it. Because once we run out of spots, we are going to close enrollments. So make sure that if you can secure in the next few hours, do this right now. If you need more time, then you just tell me. Make sure that I know about that, because tomorrow we are going to open at a different price with all the bonuses. And here's the thing, we are almost reaching the 5th spot for the enterprise account. So the enterprise is something that we're limited. Like we don't have more than 50 spots for the enterprise account. For the ITS box, we do have all the boxes that we need for the 80 spots, but for the enterprise account, we don't have. So once we reach 50 people joining the program, that's it. That's the ones that are going to get the Zoom Enterprise account that gives you unlimited cloud storage. You can record all your sections. You can record the gallery and yourself separately every single time, because you can use how many stories you want. You can have 1,000 people in your webinars and meetings, so you don't ever have to worry about upgrading your account to get more people and to prepare. You're going to unlock 1080p, with something that only business and enterprise accounts can have nowadays. So you're going to unlock a bunch of stuff that is worth over $1,000. If you just go to the Zoom website right now, look for the pricing of unlimited cloud storage. You're not going to even find it. Look for the price of webinars, 1,000 people, meeting 1,000 people. You're going to see that this is worth over $1,000 per month. And this alone is worth the price of admission. And we have a special deal with Zoom, so we are able to do that, but we have limited spots. So the first 50 that join today are going to get it. And if for you guys that need a little bit more time, if we still have space on these spots, we're going to get you, but I cannot promise that we will have. For those who need more hours, I can promise that we will have spots because they are limited. But for the ITS box, I can, if you tell me that you're going to join and you do this first thing in the morning, I'm going to save you the spot, and I'm going to help you get it. So I'm not on Instagram. Can I message on Circle Community? Yes, actually, please do message me on the Circle Community. That's the best. That's the best place for you to message me, and I'm gonna get back to you. So anyone that needs more time or any questions, send me a DM on the community, on the Circle Community, please. So if I join and need to drop during the first 30 days for money back guarantee, can I rejoin another cohort, absolutely paying full price at that time? Of course, yes. Like I said, we have a 30 days money back guarantee, no questions asked. We want to make sure that this is the right time for you and this is the right resource for you, and that you are going to come into this community and take a lot of value from it, because then you bring value back to us. If that's not for you, you can just get a refund, no hard feelings. If you want to come back later, you can. You are going to have access to everything, so you can immediately see everything. We're not going to hold content for you like after 30 days we're going to share this important thing. No, you get access to everything immediately. You can try, you want to try, you can try everything immediately. And we know that if this is for you, you're going to stay. The one thing that I need to tell you is that we are bringing so much value to inside the show, and this is growing exponentially. This price is not likely to be sustained for a long time. So this is likely the last time that we're going to reach this price. This is going to be more expensive in the future because we are non-stop adding things, new things to inside the show, and it's already worth way more than it's worth right now, way more. So just know that this is going to be the best moment for you to join, not only because you're going to get these bonuses, but also this is the opportunity for you to get on inside the show for the best price, because it's not going to continue at that price. Can we activate the enterprise link later and not immediately? How later? We can talk about that. Like I would be able to give you a month, but not much more than that, because we have spots and we are paying for this spot regardless. So once we get the spots, we are already paying for them. So we have to fill them up. If you just hold, then we are paying for spots that is empty. So if you need like a month, we can give you a month, but more than that wouldn't make sense for us, because it's really valuable, guys. This is worth over $1,000 per month, and we want to make sure that we are putting that into good use for everyone that is using it. Awesome. So I got your message. I know that some of you are needing a few more hours. You can go through it. Here's the thing: when I post a replay, it's done. Okay, and you will have a few hours right now to save before we run out of the Zoom Enterprise account. And tomorrow, first thing, depending on where you are in the world, I know that it's very late for many of you, so you're going to wake up earlier than me, and you can work out the payments in the morning. But tell me that you're going to do this. Send me a DM on the community so you know when I wake up, I will know that we are waiting for a confirmation from you. So with that said, I want to send you guys to the community. I'm going to post on the Ask Felipe on the team. So again, just so you know, this is where you're going to find the link to unlock your Sync collection right now. Okay, so you're going to come to the community and you're going to go to Ask Felipe and the team. For anyone watching the replay, we will have the link. We will send the DMs for you. We will have the links on the replay. We will probably extend the step-by-step lessons. But I'm going to post right now for those watching live. I'm going to post it right here on Ask Felipe and the team. Just now I'm going to post the link. You're going to give it a click and you're going to unlock an amazing thing that we have prepared for you. So, I have one information. Very important. I just saw a message here from Ramel. You guys are gonna like it. So I just renewed for Zoom Workplace Pro in August. I'm gonna see if Zoom will refund me, but not count on it. Actually, you can count on it, because when you get access, I should have told you this, but when you upgrade your account to Enterprise, whatever you have paid for Zoom and didn't use, Zoom is gonna automatically refund you. So if you pay like a year for Zoom and you upgrade to the Enterprise, if it's still like there are spots left because they are running out, you're gonna get your money back automatically. Zoom does it for you. It's an automatic thing. You just migrate and you give me the money, and it sends it to you every month that you haven't used it. So don't worry about that. So everyone are able to access. Like, you're gonna get free Enterprise Zoom and get your money back if you paid. So that's worth like a discount already on the membership if you join right now. Okay, look at that. That just saving a 1-2 hour call with the Zoom customer service. Yeah, it's gonna be easier. It's gonna be simple. It's like when you click the button, the moment that you are upgrading your account to Enterprise, you're gonna click the button and you're gonna immediately say, "Hey, you want a refund?" Click on yes, and then you migrate. It's like skippable. It's unmissable. It's gonna be right in front of you. It's gonna be pretty easy for you to do it. And yes, welcome all the new members. Welcome all the new members. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I have a pro webinar upgrade. You won't have to pay for an upgrade anymore. I pay for the pro. If you pay for the pro, you're gonna get your money back, as long as, like, if you're paying monthly, I don't know if they are gonna give you a refund for 1 month, but I know that if you pay yearly, you certainly are gonna get the refund for the every month that you didn't use. So is there any question that you guys want to ask before we close the session? When is the onboarding? Will there an email reminder? So there is an onboarding area right now that you can open in the community, and you can already say hello, and you can already introduce yourself. And you already have, like, you have a onboarding section. When you do the onboarding, you actually unlock the community. And you're gonna have access instantly to the step-by-step guides to the 4 weeks if you want to. And the acceleration sprint is gonna start on the October 6th. So if you wanna go with us, I highly recommend it. October 6th is when we start, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, noon. But again, we will have replays, and even if you're not live, you're gonna be able to have the energy from the community, because we, as you guys know, we are gonna push you guys to do the homework. You're gonna see everyone doing the homework. We're gonna create these little clips with what you guys are doing. We're gonna play the clips for you. It's gonna be super fun, and this is definitely the place to have fun and amaze yourself. We are creating magic for you, so that you can create magic for your audience as well. If I leave the community after a year, do we keep the assets? So you keep the static assets. So you can have, just like I shared with the masterclass today, like you have the portrait in landscape orientation. You have 2 buttons though that you have to click. So you will have to use, like, if you're not on inside the show, you can use like the different orientations, but you will have to do it with 2 buttons, and you won't have the automatic clicks that you click and go to the next slide, and it streamline all your workflow. Like I have literally 32 buttons, the stream back buttons that I press with these throughout these sessions specifically. So 32 buttons, and it all played with just next, 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 next. So all these tools that streamline your workflow, the audiencing around, these are things that requires you to be on inside the show in order to use. But you can use like slides, and you can bring, use screen share, and you can do this sort of thing after the membership if you don't want to continue it. And again, you will not pay the same thing that you're paying to join. When you renew, you are going to pay $97 for the full year, for another full year. And remember, you're getting like every month is a new Inside the Show. You're getting the new Inside the Show every single time, because we're creating things non-stop. So you get to have a massive upgrade after the year. And we are so confident that it's like, it's something that you're going to get at the end of the year. You're going to say, oh my God, I can't believe that we didn't have a year ago. If you're already impressed with what we have now, I promise you will see yourself even more impressed as the year passes by, because that's what we are doing every single year, every single month. We are creating something new to streamline your flow, to elevate your production, and to take your interaction with your audience to a whole new level. So we are making magicians. We are creating magicians. That's what we are doing. So why do you recommend the universal install for Mac? Can we just use the install ARM64 if that's appropriate? Of course, here's the thing. I recommend universal because universal works for both Intel and for Apple Silicon. What universal is the 2 installers bundled together. So the moment that you click, it chooses the right one for you. If you note, the size of the universal is double the size of the other 2, because the universal, it packs both and it decides for you. So most times it's too complicated to tell people ARM64 or Intel, and if you have Intel, if you have Apple Silicon, and people usually don't even know what they have. So just telling like, go for the universal is the simple answer, because it will solve this problem for them. That's what universal is. It chooses the right version for you. That's what we recommend it. But of course you can go, if you have a M1 to M4, you can go for the ARM64. It's exactly the same thing. So Mauricio, look at that, Mauricio, co-host 14. Welcome in. Where will the link for the Zoom upgrade be posted? I'm going to send a DM to everyone that joined. So we're going to wait for the 50 spots to close so we can serve the 50 spot at the same time. It's going to take like, we just need 2-3 days to close the master class and onboarding the new members and organize everything, because it's a massive task to onboard everyone that is joining 50 accounts into the enterprise. But in 2 to 3 days, we're gonna send you all the information through DM, so you're gonna be able to upgrade your account to the Zoom Enterprise. If I join, can I have access to all the resources? Exactly, yes. Everything that we shared during this masterclass, you are going to have access to it. No matter if you have not even done the homework, it doesn't matter. But not only that, but you will get access to the full Inside the Show library, which is much more than that. It has the mini tutorials with hundreds of videos that show you exactly how to do small tweaks in your scene collection and to get things connected, your iPad connected, and using your Stream Deck pedal and lots of things. And we are always adding. Every time you guys ask, how do I do X? We record a mini tutorial and post it in the community so we can help a lot of people together. It's like a mini YouTube for Inside the Show. So you get to see like a mini YouTube for Inside the Show. And much more. Like you're gonna have access to overlays, interactive overlays that we can't have outside of the Inside the Show program. You're gonna have access to everything we shared with you during this masterclass and much, much more immediately. As you join right now, you're gonna have access to everything right now. So already onboarded, welcome Tolu, and about to check out the class. Super pumped, welcome, so nice to hear. So awesome. Anyone that need more time, again, I'm gonna give a few hours for you guys to finish. First thing in the morning, if you guys is late in the night right now, I'm gonna wait first thing in the morning. Send them a DM on the community. And to close it off, again, on the Ask Felipe on the team, I'm gonna post right now the link for you to upgrade your scene collection. So everyone are gonna be able to upgrade your scene collection. For those joining Inside the Show, there is another scene collection that we share on Inside the Show that's even more powerful, so you don't need even to upgrade your scene collection. So for everyone on the masterclass that is not joining, you will want to upgrade your scene collection with the secret review button, because this is going to give you the portrait slide and all the workflow to transition between slide, landscape slide and portrait slide. So you want to do that. For anyone joining Inside the Show, actually go to the step-by-step of the Inside the Show, because there's going to be even more amazing things in there. Okay, so you guys know the drill. If you want to participate, that's the time that we are going to take a photo. And the photo booth is something that one of the resources that we have on Inside the Show too. It's one of the creations that we have, and it's a mini tutorial. It's a way for us to take a photo of the audience, and it doesn't matter if there are 25 people on camera or if there are less. It's always appear here. If you want to appear in the first, just raise your hands to make sure that you are going to appear in the gallery. If you want to definitely appear in the gallery. Like raise your hand on Zoom, because when you raise your hand on Zoom, you're gonna come to my gallery. That's the trick. When you raise your hand on Zoom, your image will come to the gallery, so you are make sure that you are gonna appear on the photo. So let's do our photo on the count of 3. Let's make a pose. 1, 2, 3, and go. Another one. And another one. There you go. And look at how amazing this is. If you type a comment right now, these comments appear on screen. You can see the little heart popping up, like likes. This is going to the exact number of people that are live in the session right now. And as you guys comment on the chat, it appears like you are commenting on the live post. It's like an instant photo booth. Like that's the idea. You take the photo and instantly you have the photo, and you have the link on the chat automatically shared, so you can click on the link, you can get and download the photos, and you can share on the community. And just imagine, you can customize this entire link to have your brand, to have a message in your colors, and every single session ending like this. Imagine how powerful it is for you to promote what you are doing. This is what the kind of things that we are doing on Inside the Show. And this is what we are really excited about. And this is the kind of people that we want Inside the Show, the kind of people that want to create that kind of experience. So if that's you, you will have a couple more hours to join. I'm going to paste the link again on the chat. Click on it now, because I'm going to close the session. So thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, everyone, for being here. All the 110 people, look at that, 110 people that stay with us until the end. You are warriors. And I have a last thing to share with you guys, which is the credits. You're going to see your names on the credits right now. So thank you, everyone. Go to the community, watch the replay. We are going to give you a few more hours of replay, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye. See you inside the show. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much.